Hey guys, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Carter Wilson, and I'm the current student ambassador at UGA for the NRF Foundation. I just want to hop on here since it's the end of the semester and give all of you a little bit of rundown of what the NRF Foundation does, and how you can get involved. I know that a lot of you at UGA have been interested in getting more involved in the NRF Foundation, learning about what the NRF Foundation even does, who they are, and just seeing how you can get involved in the retail industry as well and break into that and how the NRF Foundation can help you do that. I realize that since it's the end of the semester, we're all overwhelmed with finals at the moment that taking time away from studying wouldn't be in your best interest. So instead, I decided I would hop on here and record a little video for you so you can come and view it at your own leisure, and get a little bit more information about the NRF Foundation. So I'll jump right into it. I'll go over a little bit of a slide deck I have, explain about what the NRF Foundation does, how you can get involved, and why you should be interested in it, why you should want to get involved in the retail industry in general. All right. Sorry. All right, so let's get into it. So the NRF Foundation, a lot of people hear NRF and then hear NRF Foundation and think that they're interchangeable, but they're not. So the NRF Foundation is the nonprofit sector of the National Retail Federation. So they handle all of like the scholarships, just anything that can grow and help the community, nurture students, nurture other people, help them find jobs. You'll find, if you sign up with the NRF Foundation, create an account, which is free, by the way, I encourage you to do so. I believe their site is still down at the moment, but they still have a form that you can fill out to receive information and biweekly emails from them. I'm happy to send you the link if you haven't received it yet. Just reach out to me on the UGA NRF Instagram account, or you can email me personally. My email is just caw29951@uga.edu. So yeah, like I said, we have the National Retail Federation, and then the NRF Foundation is under that as a nonprofit sector. All right, so what do they do? The main reason you want to get involved as a student is for the scholarships that they offer and the opportunities to break into the retail industry through these scholarships, and to have a chance to go to the student program in New York City, which they host every January. I had the pleasure of going this past January. It was incredible. Because of that program, I was able to get, I believe it was 3 internship offers, and now have an internship going into this summer, which I'm very excited about. So I'm very grateful to the NRF Foundation for what they've done for setting all this up. It's been incredible. And in addition to all the connections you gain and job offers, hopefully, that you'll get, there's just an incredible panel of speakers that they have every year. I know one of the highlights of this past year was Steve Madden spoke. He was the last speaker on Friday. And that was really incredible to hear from him, and just sort of like a celebrity type figure to have there, which was incredible among all the other major retail executives present. So Accelerate, that's one that they started doing recently. That's more of a needs-based scholarship, which is really great. And I believe that'll be seen more in the fall as we lead up to the student program. So the university programs I just mentioned, NRF Foundation also does host many virtual and in-person programs. These are mostly recruiter chats that they'll do, and information sessions to kind of get you connected with those people to get your first job out of college, or to work on the internship you've been trying to get, all those kind of things. So the scholarships that I mentioned, the main two that they do are the Next Gen Scholarship and the University Challenge Competition. One thing you should note about the University Challenge is it used to be called the Student Challenge. They've kind of rebranded that this year, changed it to the University Challenge, and they've also increased the tuition funds that you'll get from it, which is great. So I'll get into these a little more in a moment, but the Next Gen Scholarship is one that you'll do by yourself. And then the University Challenge is one that you'll get a group of, I believe it's 3 to 4 students together, and you'll work on this case study together. So this year's University Challenge, this one isn't due until the fall, I believe. Yes, October 9th is the deadline. So you have a good bit more of time on this one to get a team together, work on it, maybe get going on this over the summer. I definitely encourage you to do so. I know that this past year, the case study was done on public lands with Dick's Sporting Goods. And I've noticed that of the people in the team who won, I follow a couple of them on LinkedIn, and all the ones that I've kept in contact with have already gotten jobs with Dick's Sporting Goods when they graduate, and they secured those months ago. So definitely get involved, especially if the company that the case study is with is one that you want to work for. I know this year it's Burlington. Um, so, and even if it isn't, like any big retailer is going to know about the NRF Foundation, know what they do, know how hard of work this is, and know that if you put in the effort and done it, even if it's not for their company, they're going to see the effort and they're going to be interested in you for sure. So all the information is listed here. It seems a little daunting, but keep in mind that this is a team one, so it's going to be broken up among yourselves, and you're not going to be fully responsible for all of this by yourself. And then, like I said, this is the Next Gen Scholarship. This one is due quite soon in the next few weeks. So definitely get on this quick if you are interested. And I highly encourage it because all the people who make it to the top 5 are pretty much golden set. They're going to get jobs and obviously a good bit of money as well. The top winner gets 25 grand, and the other 4 in the top 5 get 10 grand. Then the top 25 get $1,000 stipend to go to the student program, which honestly is still an incredible deal because of all of that you're able to get out of that student program. Again, like I said, job offers, internship offers, just those connections and getting to hear those great speakers is incredible. So this one is not quite as heavy as the one before because you're doing it all yourself. You don't have a team, and it comes in phases, which is nice. So if you're worried about the deadline being so close, know that you only have to worry about this first phase for now. So that's that short essay, a 2-minute brand video, 1 letter recommendation, and then the most basic things like headshot, resume, transcript. So those can be taken care of like in a week fairly easily. Just definitely encourage you to get the ball rolling on that and take care of it because the reward is definitely great on that. All right, so now that I've covered what the NR Foundation kind of does, let's get into more of why you want to get involved in the retail industry if you haven't been before. I know a lot of people in their minds working retail is literally just folding jeans, and there's a lot more to that. The retail industry is so much more encompassing than I realized when I first got into college. And that's been really great for me to hear and realize that there is so much opportunity out there. All right. So, like I said, retail is much bigger than you think. It's actually the nation's largest private employer, which is very impressive. So $3.9 trillion in GDP. The retail industry supports 1 in 4 jobs in the United States. That's 52 million working Americans. 59% of Americans have worked in retail, and I encourage everyone to have a job in the retail industry and food industry at least once in their life. Just gives you a broader view of what's out there and builds a good work ethic, honestly. So like I said, retail is endless career opportunities. It's not just in the store folding jeans. You have opportunities like, again, not just working in sales, you'll have jobs in tech. Honestly, like if you think about any giant retail business, whether it be Dick's Sporting Goods, Macy's, like they need all sorts of people. They even have to have like legal teams. Tech is growing more than ever. You need people working on the online store, building that. Omni-channel is a huge thing. So building all those channels, making sure they're seamlessly integrated, working on SEO on the website. Digital merchandising is now just as much or more important than visual merchandising in the store. So keeping those things in mind that even if you're not interested in pure retail, there's still so many opportunities for you in this industry. So like I said, plenty of tech jobs. Retail is constantly transforming. I've seen it so much, even just in the time that I've been in school. Again, retail is leading innovation. We've seen that throughout COVID of the increase in these different sales channels to think creatively and see how we can still gain a customer base even when we don't have customers in the store. And even though the in-store shopping experience has changed quite a bit, it still does matter. We've seen that brick and mortar is not going away, which is very exciting for someone who does currently work at a retail store. Again, so much more than fashion and apparel. It encompasses pretty much all soft goods. You think about a store like Dick's Sporting Goods, again, they're not just apparel. They have shoes, sports equipment, health and wellness aspects of there as well. There's so much that goes on in every sort of retail store that most people just don't think about or realize. And then clothing stores account for less than 4% of total retail sales. So again, it's not just what you're thinking of as retail mainly being either the big box stores or the small boutiques. There's so much more to it. So that's pretty much all I have for you today. I want to make this fairly short and sweet, not take too much of your time, but I want to make sure you get all the information you need. Again, if you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to myself via the Instagram account. My school email, which is again, CAW 29951@uga.edu. You're also welcome to reach out to Dr. Claire. She's the faculty advisor for the NRF Foundation at UGA, and she'll be happy to help you. So good luck on finals, everyone. Hope you have a great rest of your semester. And I look forward to speaking with you on the NRF more.